Universe speaks for itself. The universe hear all, see all. And guess what the universe just did? Marina Mabrey is seriously injured in the gang following the Caitlin Clark brutal debacle. Yes, I could not make this up. And guess who she's playing? The Dallas Wings. She's playing DJ Characters team. Paige team. I mean, the universe just heard all, guys.
You are not going to believe what just happened to Marina Mabrey. After all the dirty hits on Caitlin Clark, karma finally hit back and hard.
One more time right there. I mean, oh boy. And that may have been all she wrote. And a lot of people today are like, well, karma may have just come a calling.
We're talking ankles snapped, crowd gasping, and fans saying one thing, that's what she gets. I'm not saying we celebrate injuries, but when the league refuses to step in, sometimes the basketball gods do it themselves. Paige Bueckers crossed her up so bad, Mabrey had to be escorted off the court. Yep, the same Marina who body slammed Clark now limping away. Tell me that ain't poetic justice. This ain't just a highlight, it's a straight up twist of fate. Let me show you exactly how it went down.
Touch her ankle. I mean, Paige Bueckers put the move on her, and it broke her ankle, and it may have literally broke her ankle.
It didn't come from a foul. It came from a clean, cold crossover. One move flipped the energy of the game, and honestly, the entire conversation around what's happening in the WNBA right now. Let's rewind. Because to understand why this moment with Paige and Marina hit so hard literally and emotionally, you gotta go back to that now infamous game between the Indiana Fever and Connecticut Sun. Caitlin Clark, the golden girl of the WNBA and the league's hottest rookie, was under attack. The media knew it, the fans saw it, but the league, they acted like they didn't want to. J.C. Sheldon, without any hesitation, poked Clark directly in the eye during a defensive play that had zero intent of actually playing basketball. That should have been an ejection. Instead, it was brushed off. And just when Clark was trying to shake off that pain, bam, Marina Mabrey comes flying in with a blindside shoulder that could have left Clark injured. It wasn't just physical, it was violent. The clips of the incident flooded the internet. Twitter exploded. TikTok slowed it down frame by frame. Pundits were yelling into microphones. Everyone was calling for action except the WNBA. They upgraded the call to a flagrant foul after review, but that was it. No suspension, no statement of zero tolerance, just silence. And that silence? That hurt more than any foul. So, when Marina got cooked by Paige a few games later, people didn't forget. They connected the dots. And the basketball gods? They might have been watching too. Let's talk about the play, the one that brought the entire building to its feet. Paige Bueckers, cool as ice, brought the ball up top. Marina Mabrey, known for her aggressiveness, stepped up thinking she could hold her own. Bad idea. Paige made one hesitation dribble. She shifted her weight. The crowd leaned in. Then, with one savage snap of the wrist, Paige uncorked a crossover that sent Marina into another dimension. It was like watching someone get unplugged from the Matrix. Marina's legs buckled, her footing vanished, and down she went flat out. The gasp from the crowd was almost cinematic. Replay after replay showed the moment in all its painful glory. Even some of Marina's teammates looked stunned. Paige, though, ice cold. She didn't flex. She didn't taunt. She just turned, pushed the ball up court, and acted like it was another day at the office. But that wasn't just a basketball move. That was a message. A clean, legal, beautiful message that sometimes the game has its own way of getting even.
Escorted. She's going to be escorted right here. You can see that to the locker room. And look, generally speaking, is it bad policy to celebrate anybody getting injured? Yeah, I'm not sure a lot of people are just blatantly celebrating this. But you can be damn sure a lot of people went, oh, how about that?
Now let's dive into what fans were saying. Because honestly, they made this moment even bigger. The internet exploded. People weren't just entertained, they felt vindicated. Like the universe had delivered the justice they'd been begging for. Finally, some balance in the league. Karma doesn't miss, and it definitely didn't this time. She folded like a lawn chair. Basketball gods are real. And while a few people tried to push back with "injuries aren't funny" comments, the vibe was clear. Fans didn't celebrate Marina's pain, but they celebrated the accountability that came through Paige's game. The message was loud. If the league won't do it, the court will. What made Paige's performance even more powerful was how quiet she was through it all. No screaming, no flexing, no social media posts afterward, just silence. And that silence, that was power. Paige finished the game with 21 points, 7 assists, and one signature moment that might define her first real breakout on the pro stage. But she didn't let the moment swallow her. That maturity, that poise, that's what makes her so dangerous. She doesn't chase drama, she just delivers on the floor. And fans loved it. Analysts started whispering that this was her arrival, not just as a prospect, not just as a rookie, but as a star. She proved that you don't need to swing or yell to send a message. Sometimes all it takes is one perfectly timed play. And the whole league listens. Now let's be real, this wasn't just a bad moment. It's been a rough season for Marina Mabrey. Against Paige, she shot 2 of 10. Just 8 points, and that's before the ankle roll that had her leaving the court with help. But the bigger issue? Her reputation is taking a hit. Fast. She's become known more for her fouls and frustration than her shooting or defense. Fans are turning on her. Media narratives are shifting. She's no longer being viewed as an emotional leader. She's being seen as reckless, inconsistent, and undisciplined. This was supposed to be her year to step up. Instead, she's now part of every negative highlight package and dirty plays compilation online. And unless she turns things around quick, she may find herself not just out of favor, but out of starting rotations. The question is, can Marina recover her image before it's too late? The biggest villain in all of this might not even be a player, it's the WNBA's silence. When Caitlin Clark got hit, the league had a chance to act. They had a moment to draw a hard line and say, this isn't acceptable. But they didn't. That one missed opportunity has snowballed. Fans now see the WNBA as too soft on dirty plays, too slow to protect their stars, too reactive instead of proactive. And that's dangerous because once the fans lose trust, it's hard to earn back. Kathy Engelbert, the commissioner, still hasn't released a strong statement, still hasn't addressed the growing frustration. And the more she waits, the louder the crowd gets. This isn't just about Clark or Mabrey or Bueckers. This is about credibility, respect, protecting the product, and right now, the league looks like it's afraid to hold players accountable. While all eyes were on Clark, Mabrey, and Bueckers, another player has been quietly stealing the spotlight. Sophie Cunningham, the enforcer, the protector, the glue, the one teammate who has said with her actions, "You're not messing with my squad." And fans love it. Sophie's toughness, her energy, her vocal presence, it's making her a standout. Not because she's flashy, but because she's fearless. She steps up when things get ugly, but does it within the rules. She's becoming a symbol of the kind of leadership this league desperately needs. Tough, clean, and unapologetically loyal. And in a season where drama seems louder than defense, Sophie is showing what it means to lead by example. Could she be the heart of this new Indiana fever culture? This whole incident between Paige and Marina felt like one of those rare moments when the court delivers justice better than any ref or league office ever could. No fouls, no whistles, no techs. Just a crossover so clean it shook the room. And honestly, that's what made it powerful. No foul play. Just pure elite-level basketball making the point. Skill wins, always. When the game polices itself like that, it reminds us why we love it. Because no matter how messy the narratives get, no matter how many press releases come or don't come, the game is still pure at its core. And when karma shows up in Nikes with a killer crossover, the basketball world listens. So here we are. Paige Bueckers just shook the league without saying a word. Marina Mabrey's season might have gone from shaky to disastrous in one highlight. Caitlin Clark is still the centerpiece, but still getting bruised without backup. The question is, what does the WNBA do now? Do they start cracking down on dirty plays? Do they protect their stars? Or do they continue letting viral moments do the talking for them? The league has a choice. Rise to the occasion or risk losing control of the narrative. Because fans are watching, and they're choosing sides. And right now, Paige and Karma are looking like the team to beat. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Was that karma in motion? Did Paige just change the course of the season? Or is this just the beginning of a much bigger shift in the WNBA? Hit that like button, subscribe for more real talk, and remember, sometimes the coldest plays don't need a whistle, just a pair of broken ankles and the whole world watching.